What if the biggest wealth transfer of the decade is happening right now, and most people in Fort Worth are sleeping right through it? We're not talking about crypto. We're not talking about some Silicon Valley moonshot. We're talking about dirt driveways and the zip codes your grandparents told you to watch. Fort Worth just crossed the 2 million population threshold for the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. And the money flowing into this region isn't a trickle, it's a flood with a construction helmet on. When Boeing, American Airlines, and a wave of corporate relocations all point their compass at the same city, you stop calling it a coincidence and start calling it a macro trend. The catalyst here isn't vibes, it's infrastructure, migration, and the Sunbelt's relentless gravitational pull on capital fleeing high-tax, high-cost states. Think of it like this. California and New York squeezed the balloon, and Fort Worth is where it popped out the other side. For a while, the headlines were writing themselves, fastest growing this, hottest market that. Everybody in their Zillow app was refreshing listings at midnight. But then rates climbed, buyer sentiment wobbled, and suddenly the same people who were offering $40,000 over asking were sitting on the sidelines questioning everything. That psychological whiplash is real, and it's worth naming it because the market didn't actually break, the conviction did. Experts like Ivy Zellman and analysts at John Burns Research have consistently said that undersupply in high-demand metros doesn't evaporate just because mortgage rates get uncomfortable. Here's the historical context that should both terrify and excite you. Every major real estate correction since 1972 has been followed by a recovery that exceeded the previous peak. The people who bought during the fear cycles, 2009, 2012, even 2019, are the ones who don't have to work the same way you do right now. Fort Worth specifically sits in a category of cities that economists call supply-constrained growth markets, which is a fancy way of saying too many people, not enough houses, and builders who can't keep up. This isn't a bubble, this is a bathtub with the faucet on, and nobody's installed the drain yet. Now, let's kill some myths, because the internet has been busy. People say you missed it, but if you look at price to rent ratios and population projections through 2035, Fort Worth still shows favorable entry points compared to Austin, Nashville, and Phoenix at similar stages of their cycles. The misconception that you need to be rich to start is the most expensive lie in real estate. House hacking, BRRRR strategies, and partnering with local lenders have created first-generation wealth in this city for people starting with less than you think. The barrier is usually information and inertia, not capital. So here's your practical framework, borrowed from every investor who's outperformed across multiple cycles. Buy in the path of growth. Size your position conservatively and stop trying to time the bottom like it's a game show. Process beats prediction every single time. And discipline in your underwriting is worth more than any hot tip you found in a Facebook group. The irony, and it's delicious, is that the people debating whether to buy are watching the people who already bought debate which property to buy next. Fort Worth rewards action, not analysis paralysis, and the window between obvious opportunity and I should have done that is shorter than anyone wants to admit. There's something almost philosophical about real estate that other asset classes don't offer. You can live in it, rent it, leverage it, and pass it down, all while the underlying land keeps getting scarcer. When you zoom out, the discipline of buying below your means, holding through volatility, and letting time do the heavy lifting is less a financial strategy and more a life strategy. We're not here to tell you to bet the farm. We're here to tell you to think clearly, size appropriately, and respect the process even when the market feels uncertain. Comfort with any outcome comes from knowing your numbers cold, having your financing locked, and making decisions from a spreadsheet instead of your feelings. The macro trend isn't going to wait for you to feel ready, because macro trends never do. They just keep moving and occasionally glance back at the people still on the fence. Fort Worth is in a chapter that future investors will study, and the question is whether you're a footnote or the main story. Whether you're looking to get into real estate investing, need contracting work done on your next property, or want to connect with lenders who understand this market, we can help you take that first step. Check out all our links in the description below.